Jeff Wilson here with Tanner Bulldozer. Bozer, how are you, my friend? I got your shirt on right now, and you are really the story of this summer, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just getting ready for the next fight. That's all.
Yeah, we talk a little bit about a lot of fighters right now, and who was able to keep a high level of focus and have a high level of success. When we first started talking, we were talking about the fight with Felipe Lenz, him being Lenz, a number 30 in the world, you beating him, then moving against Rafael and beating him, and now I believe you're ranked in the top 15, correct?
UFC, they have me at number 15 right now.
Fantastic. And big fight coming up against a real legend of the sport, Andrei Arlovski. But before we get into talking about that fight, you also came out to an interesting song for your last fight. What was it?
Motorcycle by Colter Wall. This song is all about recklessness, I guess, and in my opinion anyway, and walking out to it and taking that fight on like 2 weeks notice seemed pretty reckless to me. It fits. There's more specific points, but I don't really like to overly dissect it for everybody. You want to go listen to the song and figure it out, go ahead.
How do you prepare for a guy like Andrei Arlovski? And really, you've probably watched almost all of his fights. I think I have. Does that make it different going into the fight?
Well, I mean, I've seen a majority of his fights. I mean, how do you prepare for Arlovski? He's it's just everybody. It doesn't really change. I train really hard. I do a lot of conditioning, and I have my schedule, and I focus on my strong suits as we think my opponent will do. What do we think Arlovski will do? Arlovski is he's a really intelligent guy, and he's really good at game planning and finding a way to win. So what we have to do is think about, if we were fighting us with the skill set of Arlovski, what would we do? And then try and prepare for that.
He's a very dangerous guy, as you saw in his last fight, going up against one of his training partners, who was a pretty incredible heavyweight, and his ability to pull out that win. So just continuing as it is and going after him. You don't seem like the type of guy that ever gets starstruck. Am I right?
No, I don't.
I think you've always been a great character for the UFC. And I don't want to say character is something that you've created. You're not creating something that you're not. How has the change been moving to number 15 in the UFC and becoming more and more of a fan favorite?
I only got put in number 15 because Cormier retired, and I think Verdum left as well. So I don't think Verdum's in the rankings. So I think two guys left the rankings, and they had to plop someone in at number 15. There's probably like 5 guys that could all be just thrown in number 15, and nobody would really argue. So I have to beat Arlovski to cement it. Arlovski could easily be number 15 in UFC's rankings. So could someone like Tabura or something like that. So yeah, it's cool to see that ranking beside my name. You know, I got a screenshot of it, and I'll have that forever. It's I gotta go win the next fight. None of it really matters.
One of the things that we're seeing with some of the fighters, and I think you're one of the fighters that's doing that as well, is there seems to be a constant evolution in your fighting style. Is there a secret to that evolution? How do you continue to do different things or improve your game so you can continue to evolve as a fighter?
I don't think I've changed. Maybe I've gotten better, but my skill set has remained the same. It's just gotten better. I train all the time. I don't have an off season, and I'm always in training camp. Like, I could take a fight tomorrow. I don't care. Like, I'm always ready to fight. I'm always training. Only for a couple of weeks after a fight do I not train, you know, and usually it's just like 1 week, but I'm getting better all the time. My coaches are always sharpening my tools. I'm always getting stronger. I'm always getting in a little bit better shape. That's why I'm getting better. I don't think my skill set has necessarily taken some sort of turn, or you're seeing some sort of evolution, just getting better.
When I look at your body type, you seem a lot leaner and a lot more muscular. Any secrets to that, or is that just continuing the hard work and eating better?
It's just when COVID was in full force and you couldn't really train and do any sort of grappling or striking or anything, I just did strength and conditioning only every day. And I've just continued it because I saw right, I saw results from it. I was better when I was able to get back to training just because I was in such better shape. I was stronger, and not just like stronger in wrestling and stuff like that, but I was able to even strike better for some reason. So I've just continued. My coach still makes my strength and conditioning plan every single day, Jeff Montemero. And yeah, I just do it every day and believe in it. So there's not really a secret. I do strength and conditioning for 3 hours, 5 days a week. That's your secret.
And well, it's an epic summer that you performed here. You become a fan favorite. You're one of my favorites, and best of luck against.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Hey, before we get going, nobody gets to where you got to alone. Anybody you want to thank?
Of course, I got to thank my coaches, Jeff Montemero and Kedro Noda, and all my training partners. There's a ton of them. And I got to thank my sponsors. It's PPS, Paul Pedal Services, BBN Consulting, Premier Built Garages, Meal Craft. That is part of my getting in shape. Meal Craft's fueling me here, and that's awesome. Nickel City Beard Supply. And yeah, I think that's it for now.
Best of luck. We'll talk soon.
Okay, cool. Thanks.